Young Frenchie, 808.
Alrighty folks, welcome back to Miller RC, and I am here at the Mid-Missouri RC Association or Club out here in Columbia, Missouri, and I'm here to debut or announce my newest 3D model in my hangar. This is the Extreme Flight 91-inch Extra 300 version 2. Awesome looking airplane. So as mentioned in the montage, we got a DA-70 swinging a 29x6, I believe, prop, along with a 4-inch carbon fiber spinner, which looks really good. And running KST X20 something servos, outputting the text outputting text to exactly what they are, but they're really powerful servos. They got well over 1,000 ounces of torque, really fast. Perfect application for my type of flying. And then as for guidance, we're running an FR Sky Tandem TDR12, so that's 2.4 and 900, taking advantage of the dual band that my X20 can offer, so that's really cool. And then it is all powered by two cell 2000 milliamp LiPos to provide high voltage to the servos so I can get max performance out of them. So really cool. But being that this is a version 2, as you saw in the montage, you probably saw I've got the canopy is on quick releases, not screws anymore, which is really nice. It's a really nice time saver for assembling at the field. Same for the stabs there. It just uses this nice little quick release here. And then as mentioned earlier, if I can get this off, or as seen earlier in the montage, we got the quick wing releases up there, and they've been absolutely perfect. I haven't had any problems with them. But yeah, story on this is I bought this from somebody who put it together but never flown it. So the engine is new, the airframe is new, so these flights, they won't be too wild as I'm still breaking in the motor and still learning very much about gas. So, but anyway, yeah, that's kind of the quick rundown on this plane. If you guys want a more in-depth video on my setup and all that sort of stuff, you all can let me know in the comments. But for now, let's go ahead and put the canopy on and fly this sucker. Okay, choke on. Man.
Wow. That's prime.
Impressive. All right, let's see what happens. Taking off. So this is not my maiden flight on this plane. I think I've got, this is my 4th flight on it now, that I know about it. First 2 times I took it up in basically hurricane-like conditions, 30-mile-an-hour winds basically, and it handled great. So, but yeah, it's feeling really good in the air. And being that this is new and breaking in, I've been doing a lot of vertical uplines at full throttle, and then to bring the heat up in the engine, and then turning it back down to idle to cool it down. So I'm doing more IMAC precision flying with this, so you can see there. But it's really precise. I mean, bigger airplanes fly better, so this is no exception. But yeah, it does great. So, all right, well, let's do a cool little knife edge. This will be a little slower, like a kind of a high alpha kind of deal. And it is very locked in. It looks freaking awesome doing it. So almost no coupling whatsoever. And the CG is very neutral on this. I've done the 45-degree upline tests, and it continues straight without going up or down. So the CG is literally perfect on it. Go ahead and climb vertical here. And we're gonna do a flat spin here, see what this thing does. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And man, this thing, I can already tell it flies very light. It's definitely not on the heavy side at all. So, very cool. Alright, well, we'll do some more IMAX stuff just for engine's sake. Tell you what, this thing's so much easier to do precision aerobatics than my smaller planes. Gotta get the high-speed snap rolls in there. All right, well, let's see how this thing harriers. Pop it up into, man, this thing is so light, it's ridiculous. Basically a little above idle at this point. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this DA70 is on a whatever the brand is called, but engine canister or exhaust can. So it's not running the stock exhaust. That's why it sounds like it does. Gotta get the Harrier rolls in there. It rolls super axially, which is fine. Nice pop top. Do some more IMAX stuff. Beautiful. Oh, I know the perfect maneuver for this thing. We gotta do a full 360-degree circle around the field. That's the perfect maneuver for this thing. All right, add power. Initiate the roll. Elevator, keep rolling. And we want to be inverted about halfway out there, which we are. Keep rolling it in. I'd say that was pretty good for a first try. So, yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. And this thing just floats. It doesn't want to come down in the Harrier. Yeah. I can tell she'll be pretty twisty, so. Man, I really want to try a hover with this thing. I don't know if I should with the state of the engine, but whatever, we'll risk it. I'll just do it up high. Oh yeah, I mean, like nothing. Hardly any input to keep it up. Torque is very minimal. All right. I don't feel like hovering too long. I don't think that's the best thing for it since the motor's still very new, so. Very cool. All right, time for one of my favorite moves, what I call the 130-degree knife edge. Basically, we go past 90 degrees, and it just gives a really cool look. Yeah, look at that. And it's so locked in. I mean, look at that. It's just perfectly, beautifully straight. Kind of a snap turn there. All right, so I think that's all I'm going to do. I'll maybe do one more full throttle upline, or maybe just a simple loop, full throttle again. Thanks to back. Yeah, this engine's running beautifully though. I do think it's a little on the rich side, but it's been awesome. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and set up an approach for landing here. Alrighty guys, that was the flight on the Extreme Flight 91-inch Extra 300, or as I like to nickname it, Babyface. And pretty much the only reason for that is because, you know, we got planes now like the Extra NG and all that sort of stuff with much cooler looking cow cutouts. So that's kind of where the Babyface name comes from. You can take it or leave it if you think it's cool or not. But in any case, yes, this one I can tell is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get more time, or, well, yeah, just can't wait to get more time on the engine there. Yeah, like I mentioned, this thing is on a canned exhaust. You can see it exits out very much down there instead of the cow like normal right there. So yes, it is on a exhaust can with a DA70 up front. So yes, that was the Extreme Flight 91-inch Extra 300 version 2. This plane is definitely going to be a lot of fun. If you guys have any questions or comments, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And if you want a more in-depth view of my setup inside and all that sort of good stuff, you can go ahead and leave a comment in that as well. And I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to Oliver Willis. He's been helping me out a ton with this plane. I can't thank you enough, man, for all input you've had on this thing. This thing's been so much fun to fly. And yeah, I can tell it's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that segment on this beautiful Extreme Flight 91-inch Extra 300. Make sure you all like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.